Okay, so now that you have your foldable set up for the first first 2 days worth of figurative language notes and then simile and metaphor notes, we are going to start copying down the notes. I will share this slideshow with you on Google Classroom for this assignment. Your job is to copy down the notes from this slideshow onto the exact pages that we are looking at on the slideshow in your composition notebook. So you'll notice that the slides will show first just the blank pages of each page that we'll work on, and then you have to click and the answers will appear as you click. Okay, so we're going to work on the figurative language. This is the first page we cut out and glued in, just day one. So it looks just like this. Oops, you have the answer to the last one there for you already. Okay, so figurative language. You have used these quite often in your classes. Each grade level has talked about it, I'm sure you've heard of, and could probably tell me what figurative language is, what a simile is, what a metaphor is. But we're going to be looking at these throughout every book that we read this school year, so we really want to just review what they are, what we need to look for throughout the rest of the school year. So figurative language goes beyond the literal meaning of words. So go ahead and copy that down. The literal meaning of words. And I just put it all on the first line there. Nothing goes on the second line. If you're writing or you're copying down goes onto the second part of that line, go right ahead. The literal meaning of words. So it's not literally what the words on the page are telling you, but there's some hidden meaning behind it, or there's some extra bonus message that's going on with this figurative language. So figurative language is the use of words in a way that is different from what they usually mean. So like we said, there's kind of some hidden message or meaning behind what's actually being said on the page. So figurative language is the use of words in a way that is different from what they usually mean. Figurative language is meant to be interpreted imaginatively, which is a great big word. Imaginatively, which is saying you need to use your imagination to kind of figure out what that hidden meaning is, or what that extra detail is that they're adding into the text by including this piece of figurative language. So the example below says a relative might say, "You are the apple of my eye." Well, they are not literally saying that there's an apple in your eye. They are trying to tell you this hidden meaning of I adore you. I really, really enjoy being around you. You mean a lot to me. Okay, so this means that you are one of your relative's favorite people. Now, they could have just said, "You are one of my favorite people," but they wanted to add that creativity, that imagination part of it. So they included the "you are the apple of my eye." Okay, next one. Writers use figurative language to create vivid pictures, ideas, and feelings in the reader's mind. Okay, quite a few examples of figurative language, but we're really only going to focus on 6 of the main ones. So as you can see, the last one is hyperbole. So you can go ahead and copy that down in your notes. And I'm sure you can probably guess what the first 2 are, since you already cut those out and glued those in. Similes, metaphors, another one we're going to look at, personification, onomatopoeia, weird spelling, so make sure you spell it correctly as you're copying it down. Alliteration, and then hyperbole. Now, if you need to pause this video right now to finish the rest of your notes taking, go right ahead. We are going to move on to the bottom part of it, how to understand figurative language, which is the next slide. So how to understand figurative language? You're going to look for clues in the reading passage to help you figure out the author's message. Oh, I copied down the twice. You don't have to write the author's message. So clues that you could look for, they might be in the sentence where the words are found. So they might be directly said. They might be in the exact words that are there. They might also be in sentences just before or just after where figurative language is found. So they might not be said right in the same sentence as the figurative language, but they might be hinted at or kind of giving you a preview, or even actually said in the sentences just before that figurative language or just after it. They might be giving you a clue or saying, hey, look back at the sentence before. You're not going to literally say that in the sentence, but they might be giving you those clues just before the figurative language is used or just after that figurative language is used. Okay? All right, so that's just a basic overview of the figurative language. So I'm gonna pause this video or stop this video. The next video will be the similes notes, and that will spread over a couple pages, and then the video after that will be the metaphors notes.